Good morning, my dears, and welcome to JUNKPUNK, episode 3. Today we will check a little bit more on the vehicles. I noticed that there is a respawn option, and I'm going to show you how that one works. Also, how storage works in vehicles. And we are also going to check machines, and I have built this little thing here that we're going to check out in a second. You, my awesome sauce beauty, leave a like, comment, even if it's only to say hi, and subscribe if you're new. This will energize the ships out of me. Promise. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for being there. Cat, please do not walk over my mouse. He's so cute. Herbie come here and he wants to have a little... He wants to go to bed. So, yep. Right, I always have a little cat place for them next to me. Right, behind the first monolith here, we do have a car, or a little vehicle. And if we look at it, it says Q inventory. So press Q, and here we have the vehicle search. I put a bucket in there, and it still is still there. So that's kind of cool. So let's say, for example, we will go over here, and let's say we crash or drive right into... Yeah, that's a crash, right? That's going to be difficult to get that one back. Oops, sorry. And we'll just run over to where we got the vehicle, and hopefully this will work. Right, E, respawn vehicle. Ta-da! And check the inventory. Yeah, the bucket is still there. So, in case you are like me and just drive straight out into whatever stuff and get stuck, you can just respawn your vehicle where you found it. And I think this vehicle will always be bound to that specific station there. So we'll use that vehicle a little bit more since it's so close by. We do have one vehicle over here, and I got that vehicle just next door, so that's also a viable option for us. I mean, running down the hill here is not a problem. Right, so this is, if you press tab and check machines, we have this industrial laser, but it says scrap. So I think if we just try it out, I don't think I'm going to use it too much right now. But if we turn it on, we can press on, and it will takes down the items in front of it. We can also auto rotate it. Now it can't reach anything because it only aims straight forward. But as you can see here, we only get scrap. It does reach something out there. Probably that scrap, I would assume. Maybe. Yeah. Well, so that's a bit of a bummer, really, because only scrap is not something I want. I want other things. So we'll pick this one up for now. These are valuable things. So when we are doing this ourselves, we do get other things like steel and especially the copper is very important. I still haven't found anywhere specific. There we have a 1 copper. Thank you for that. No, I haven't found any specific place where I can get copper just yet. So that is going to be a bit of an issue. I think there would be somewhere I can find copper, but I can't remember where. We'll have to figure that one out today. Also, I did organize a little bit over at our base. And I put down some light here so that we can see some. I'm going to build more later on. Not sure why my container or the big foundation's taking damage. It might be because I'm moving stuff, and when I'm aiming at, for example, this cord here, power cable, I might also hit other things, and that is a bit unfortunate. We only have scrap in that one right now. The other things we do have over here. So here we have a container with a lot of plastic, some little scraps. This is not much, right? Not much at all. Oops, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Steel scrap. And we do have rubber, gold, aluminium, platinum, electronic, and contaminated silicon, rare metal scraps. So yeah, we do have a little bit of materials over here. There's that looks right. Have some order into this, and over here we have all the other components that I've found, and these will be very important for us later when we want to start making things, or actually right about now, I think. So machines, we need to check how this one works. We have a shredder already which can shred scrap metal and other items. Then we have an input shredder, belt fed shredder that shreds scrap metal and other items. I should probably put these two together, right? Then we have a separator, separates shredded contents. And then a smelter, a fabricator, craft items with materials. Yeah, so this we will want a fabricator at some point. And of course we probably need ingots as well. So as you can see, there's a lot of well, some copper, large gears, steel, more copper, large gears, basic motors, which we have, I think. Yep. So we'll take whatever we can. We have a basic motor. We probably need basic capacitors. We do have a power cord there, and we can take a basic pump, circuit board, not sure, basic processor, resistors, probably the gears. I don't think we need these right now. I think those are the things you put into the big machine later on. We'll see if we need those. We come back in that case. And then we take the little copper we do have. We can also take the steel, gold probably. Maybe some electronics. And I think that's fine for now. Now we have a decent amount of stuff on us. And now I do wonder if we're going to move this one. Should probably move a lot of things down there. This is a little bit crowded up here now. And I do have a larger base down there. Of course, you do not need to make the base. You can just place your machines. There we go. And do you have anything in you? F. No. Good. Then I can take you. I'll also take this. Yeah, the container has taken even more damage now. And I don't want to lose this. This is a lot of stuff. Do I dare take this power pole? I'll leave it for now. I'll have to fix that later. Anyway, moving on. So, the shredder should probably go around, that's the output. So let's say we start here and kind of work our way around, perhaps. So we'll start here and move between them. And then we did want the input. So of course, if you want to move around, hold the mouse button in so that you can kind of move around freely. And then we'll place you right about maybe I just want that little extra space here so I can actually move around. Yes, I'm going to do this because we can easily connectors, scrap belt. Oops, the wrong one. There we go. It's a little bit finicky. That is for sure, but we'll soon get there. And then place you there to there. Cool. Now we have one in here. What do you do? Crafting recipe. Make scrap metal into... But that's still the same, isn't it? Input shredder, output. Please, cat, don't sit on the mouse. Thank you very much. So this seems to be kind of the same things as this one. Input shredder. Shredder. What's the difference between them? Input shredder. Well, maybe we want a separator and then a smelter. I'm just doing these in order really right now. And see what we can figure out. As I said, it was some time ago that I made these things in JUNKPUNK. I can place you maybe there. So I'm a little bit rusty. Not as rusty as this little dude. It's golden. It's kind of cool. Right. So then we go into the connections again. Oh, we got an autosave. That is also a little bit of a lag spike there. It is fine though. I do want my autosave. There and there. Sweet. Which means we can now just walk under here. Perfect. So, what do you... Oops. No, yeah, we can go under. What do you do? Recipe. Is there also just saying these things? Well, they are separating stuff. Wait a minute. Does that mean you go back into the old stuff again? Recipe. Oh yeah. Okay. You can turn things back. If you have shredded things, you can get the scrap back, I guess. Free scrap shredded. Seems like a... Oh, wait a minute. Scrap. Ah, so free shredded scrap makes copper scrap. Ah, I see. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we can make our own copper. That is pretty cool. It costs a little bit more. I think the machine out here is scrapping... when we want one scrap metal becomes 2 scrap shredded. And then 3 scrap shredded becomes 1 copper. So, and this one then does the same thing, right? A scrap metal, scrap shredded. Ingredients and outputs. So if I do, I want to test this one out here. Let's place some Q. We'll place a couple of these in here. And go for that. Of course we do need power. Now we have to start making power. See which one we should do and which one we can afford as well. I'll take a couple of wind, I think. We'll place them over here at the end. Can we make one more? Yes, we can. It's going to be difficult to get back into that one, but it worked. Now we'll have to have the power pole as well. We are going to have we're going to have cables all over the place. I might clean up a little bit later, but you know, we'll get to there. It's fine so far. And then go into the connections, power cables. We'll need to connect all of these into this one. And I assume that these will just kind of make sure that the... Oh, I don't have any more power cables. I need more. Let's see now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 cables could be good. How many can we make? We can make 0 because we do not have any scrap. We can make scrap easily. Just have to remove one of you. Can I... The power cable? Oop, what did I... Yeah, the wind got a little bit there. Have to be very careful where I aim. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay. So we'll add you into this. And into this one. Oh, sweet. We did have some scrap already made. We're here. Now we can get some copper. And that is most what we want. We want the copper most of all. And now it says here that we need to have scrap shredded. Cool, cool. That makes sense. Awesome sauce. Now we're getting somewhere. Now I don't have to run around and try to find copper at the moment. Scrap, we do have so much scrap around, so scrap will probably not be an issue. It is the copper that's mostly holding us back at this time, because we do need a lot of copper. We do need... There we go. We do need a lot of copper just to get the cables and get everything working. And then rubber is also not a problem. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's take 8. Now I have a lot of cables. If I press torch, the lamp is pretty good actually. I might definitely make more of these lamps and put around, maybe one in each corner, one in the middle. That would be kind of cool. We are going to use the torch so that we can see some, and that it's T. F is the laser. All right. Woof. Getting somewhere, I think. Exciting. And then you can go there. You can go into here. Like cables all over. Yeah, I think I'm gonna redo quite a lot of things around here. I think I want to like make a pole of some sort so the cables are up in the air so you don't have to walk through them. It isn't really important, it just feels better, the immersion kind of. So that is what I want to do. But I'm gonna fix that later. Right now we're just gonna check to see if things work or not. Oh well, what's happening here? What have I done here? Oh yeah, right. This is the recipe for coal. So 1 scrap, 2 shredder. Yep, that works. And this one is also, it's the same thing, isn't it? I'm not sure if you need both of them. I have to think about that. If you have any tip or idea, or if you know how this one works, the input shredder and the shredder, are they kind of the same thing, but they're like different paste or something? Like they go in different... Now I have a lot of it. Cool. I also have to see if we need something else. Not sure. Well, I think we need copper for now. We can leave that on at the moment. And then we did have one more machine down here. We have a or actually 2. Sorry. We do have a smelter. Now, oops, R. We'll send you back. down the line. Sometimes it gets stuck a little bit and then you have to kind of get it again. It's usually when you start rotating. That is a weird one. We'll place you here. Then we need a connector. Take the scrap belt over there into... Oop, can't see anything. Well, it's dark. When is it daytime? There. It's a little bit... Can we do that? And oops, now it's all getting backed up here. Hold on, my dear machine. And into there. Oops, I'm in the machine. Nope, this is not where I wanted to be. Can I get out? Nope, I am stuck. Right, we're getting a first perspective on work here. And yeah, this is not ideal, I'll tell you that. Might as well do this. We might lose some materials, but that is fine. Do this again. So don't stand in the scrap belt. Check. Got it. There we go. And now we can make what? We can make copper ingots then, of course. And here we also have the plastic ingots and stuff like that. Interesting. I don't know if I want to make it just yet. So I want the fabricator. Oh. Hello there, Perseus. He's in play mode. He's trying to call his brother Erebus so that he can play. Come on now, Erebus. You know you want to go play with your brother. Let's see now. Fabricator. Oh, whoa, whoa. This was a bright thingamajig. And, oops. Fabricator again, or... And we'll place you here for now. Ooh, that is bright. That is bright. Okay. So, the fabricator is... Oof, this is getting very crowded in here. Now we need another... Yeah, come on now, Erebus. Go get him. Go get him. They're so cute. Right. Trying to build machines and having cats playing around you is a little bit distracting. They're so cute. I can't say anything about it. Right. And now we have the fabricator. What do we have here? Yeah, here we can make large gears, small gears, resistors, basic capacitor, basic motors and stuff like that. Awesome sauce. So now we do have a lot of things going on. We're going to have so much copper. I think we need it anyway. So I'm just gonna let it run for now. So these are all the things that we can make right now here. Now we have the farming. We'll check that another day. And water pump and water. All right. And then we do have items. Record player. No, that's not interesting. Okay. So this is the things we can make, right? Oops, that's not what I wanted. What's the deal after we make all these things? Can we make... It's just, don't worry, they're not killing each other, they are just running around on I have a box that they ran around on and it sounded quite a lot. Yeah, I can do all the things here myself, but I can also make it automatic. But how do I make the items into... Oh, I need some energy. But how do I make the items... Oh yeah, right. We do have these things. And these seems to be locked for us at the time being. I don't know when these will be unlocked. I know that we have been able to make it in the past. just don't know when they will become unlocked, if we need to do stuff or, you know, explore or anything like that. Well, anyway, I am going to clean this mess up. As we've seen, we've checked all the machines. I'm gonna make sure that the energy and all that is a little bit elevated. The connector is elevated. All the machines are supposed to be going in a nicely ordered fashion. I might remove the shredder over there though, since it seems to be doing exactly the same thing. I'm not missing anything, right? 1 scrap metal, 2 shredded scrap there. 1 scrap metal, 2 shredded. Yeah, it seems to be doing exactly the same thing. Input shredder. I think, if I might be so bold, I think that you can, for example, you can make one of these containers, fill it with scrap, and then let this machine take that scrap. That is why it's an input shredder. So you can kind of shred things into that machine and then send it further into the line here. And of course we can choose what we want to have here. And of course we can have multiple machines to do different things for us. So for example, if we want the smelter to smelt a specific ingot, we can make that ingot over here. I haven't made any recipe here, for example, there. Oh, the smelter is here, sorry. So if I do make ingots here, what does these things, by the way, take? So they need steel ingot and copper ingot. Can we also make, I have to have a look here now. Scrap connections. Yes, there's a belt splitter. Splits 1 belt into 2. And then of course the merger. Right, so what you can do, you can put 2 of these together, the smelters. To get, for example, copper ingots and then the steel ingots. And then we can make whatever recipe we need here. For example, if we need large pipes, we can make large pipes. Most of these things seems to be having 1 item only, like the steel ingots, copper ingots. The resistors need 2 things, copper and plastic. Then this one is 3 ingredients, basic capacitors. Copper ingot, steel ingot, plastic ingot. Okay. Oh wow. This one has a lot of things. Basic processors are very valuable. Pure silicon ingot, aluminium ingot, and gold ingot, and circuit board ingot, 2 of each. And 10 resistors. And resistors were these. Alright. They are pretty expensive. Material expensive anyway. Also basic motors are pretty expensive as well. Steel, copper, basic circuit boards, yeah. Steel ingot, copper ingot, basic motor. Right, yeah, cool. These are much more expensive than the other things together. So I might set up, for example, making a couple of resistors and I think basic capacitors I want to make. Maybe gears as well, and I can alternate. I'll make 1 machine that makes small gears and large gears, and then resistors, 1 machine like that. Maybe alternate as well. These are 3 items as well there. I could probably manually put in steel ingots. Alright, so steel we need, copper we need, and plastic ingots we'll need. Right! So I'm gonna set that one up and see if I can get everything working. This is going to be very interesting and time consuming, I assume. That's kind of part of the fun, isn't it? And yeah, we'll see if this mess will look messier or better in the next episode. Well, thank you all for watching. I hope that you learned something, and I wish you all a lovely day or evening, wherever you are in the world. Take care, everyone. Cheerio. Oh, you're so cute, Erebus and Persis. Yeah.